Okay, I just want to say I know we've bounced around like a lot of different quarterbacks, all that sort of stuff, but I just hope it shows you like the due diligence that coach puts in. And this one's mostly for fun. Obviously, the Tannehill one was short lived. Bailey Zappi wasn't too much longer, right? It was just funny, like thinking all the puns and all that sort of stuff. But there's so much heart to the Teddy story. I can't even explain. Um, Teddy Bridgewater is easily the only quarterback under 35 years old. That I mean, he's my favorite quarterback under 35 years old by a mile. I can't even explain. Like, he's the only quarterback I like more than Hendon. I was true, like I know I said, but I mean, I was gutted. You have no idea, because like I didn't realize Hendon was as good as he was at that point. Like, I was really banking on Teddy to bring it home, and when he retired, I was just like, oh fuck, like I it made me shaky about like the whole pick, right? And that's when I started going like real deep and working with all the numbers and all that sort of stuff and making sure like the coding's like actually right. Like, I was just basically going off instinct before that point and thought I could write it because I felt so good about Teddy. I was like, oh man, I gotta actually figure out what's going on. You know what I mean? And then, obviously we got to a good point there, but I mean, Teddy saving the Browns, I can't even explain how easy that would be to root for. Like, it's so much like Tannehill, all that sort of stuff. Zappy, like, as much as I want to see it just for Browns fans and stuff, like, I don't care about those guys. I genuinely care about Teddy, and I didn't even like watch him when he was relevant and stuff. Just like watching him be a mentor on the Lions bench and stuff. Like, I really was like, oh my god, this guy's amazing. He's so nice. Like, he's got to be the coolest guy out there. Like, and then just the way he was like still working with Hendon even after he retired, I was like, what a class act, right? Like, and Hendon's really gonna need that because he's trying to win a Super Bowl next year, right? And Bridgewater had everything go wrong. It's like, show Hendon how to do, avoid all the same mistakes, and I mean, if Bridgewater has to lose, like, who could he be more proud of than that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's my dude, right? You know what I mean? We'll always have this talk about like, yeah, you kept me from it, but you probably helped reignite my fire. I was actually really thinking about walking away from the game. Maybe Hendon's been telling this whole time, like, oh man, you should come back in the league, dude. Like, look at who's starting for the Browns. Jameis, you're better than Jameis. They're gonna have DTR in there soon, right? So I just wanted to say, like, I know I've bounced around, but no, there's no going back. Like, I'm cool with them getting Tannehill and Bridgewater. But the no Bridgewater script is a no go for me. It's Bridgewater or bust. I'm dead ass. Like, I want that motherfucker starting in the fucking Super Bowl. They can, whatever he's got to do to finish up his high school thing, they can totally get Tannehill to come in, maybe win a game or two, get hurt. Jameis should theoretically, as much as we'd hate to see it, he should theoretically be able to take care of the Steelers if for whatever god awful reason they go that route, because he's an up and down guy. And since he threw the fucking game away last week, he shouldn't throw a bunch of picks this week, right? And then, but then that's the last one. Like, he's only good for one more win from us, and we can't afford any losses. So we could possibly roll the dice with Jameis this week, get the last win out of him, sign Tannehill, have him maybe play like just up until the Dolphins. Yeah, I could be cool with up until the Dolphins. If somehow Tannehill came in and he beat the Dolphins and then like got injured right before the Ravens game or in the Ravens game, and that's when Bridgewater comes in and outduels Lamar, and it's Bridgewater time from that point on, I could totally fuck with that. But I don't really want Bridgewater any later than that. Anything less than that is just too weak. Like, I want to see Teddy. I feel robbed of him last year. Still anxious, waiting to see Hendon get on the field. Cause I'm like, it's hard to even care about the fucking Lions. They just don't look right to me. It's not the team I want to see. So I mean, I just can't explain how over the moon I'd fucking be for Bridgewater versus Hendon. But I'm gonna leave it at that, right? And just figure out, like I said, coach just wants to show you he does his due diligence. So, Foles is only 35 years old. This is a guy who could theoretically come in and do it, right? I'm pretty sure we could trust Nick Foles. I don't think Nick needs that. I think his legacy is better served just going off in the sunset, proving that Eagles Super Bowl was special. Right, they're really gonna cheapen it by even him showing up and having a loss. I mean, honestly, it's just so weird, man. Like, Tannehill's the odd man out there for me. Like, if they did a rotation of Foles and then like somehow they make this, like, I need Bridgewater versus Hendon, no doubt. Like, uh I wouldn't be good with Foles coming at the end. Foles can't lose the Super Bowl. So that makes a lot of sense. They somehow drag Foles out of retirement. He plays great, but he gets hurt. And they're like, oh shit. And then Bridgewater's going to come and bail him out. I could totally fuck with that. And then it's like, oh, if they had Foles, they would have won. And they probably would have. Right? Like, that's my other scenario there. But just looking at him, it is interesting. He's got the Rams connection. The Cleveland Rams left in 1945, 100 years before we got them winning a Super Bowl. A little over 10 years ago when he was passer later, but not terribly long ago. And that Super Bowl, only 6 years removed. Right? He's Mr. Backup Relief. Oh, he could possibly beat Wentz. Foles versus Wentz. Oh my God. They played Kansas City twice, dude. Yes. Somehow Mahomes is hurt, and it's Foles versus Wentz the first matchup, and Foles wins it. And the second time around, it's Bridgewater versus Mahomes. Dude, that's cooking. I need that shit. Please, God. Like, fuck Ryan Tannehill. I want nothing to do with that fucking guy now that we've got this shit. Like, I need that. I want Foles coming in, beating the Carson Wentz Chiefs. And then it's still hard to root for an injury to Foles, but, concussion, I guess. They'd still try to have a comeback. He's got to actually get really. He's got to break a hand. Broken throwing hand. There we go. Sorry, Foles, but you'll get over that. That's part of the game. So he's going to break his throwing hand. I'm cool with that. Didn't want to do him too dirty. I didn't want him, slurring his words and stuff. Like, he's still got to be able to talk about how great that Super Bowl was. He'd still get another ring, too. Just like how Wentz got a fake. Yeah, dude. Ooh. I need this so hard. Oh, man. Oh, my God. It's got to be this. Do you know how... this would feel even... Oh, this has got to be it. It feels so right. I need it so bad. I know I'm biased as an Eagles fan. Jeez. Alrighty. 56. Yeah, Hoops can play... Or Folk and Hoop play some hoops, too. There's the 57 coding right there. We'll take that. 86? Dude, is this it? Well, we gotta see what's going on in the news, man. Believe Land. The Believe Foundation. Holy shit. Wouldn't that be something? He spent a second on the Chiefs? I didn't remember that. No way that's where he came from. Because he ended up getting cut by a few teams in that preseason, like I said. Oh, he's a Michigan State guy before Arizona. See, I did not know that. I knew about the 4 years at Arizona, of course. Oh, you know what else is super interesting? Russell Wilson was taken right before Foles. So he could beat the Steelers. Please, for the love of fuck, tell me they're dragging Foles' ass off the bench right now to beat these fucking Steelers. Beat Russell Wilson. I need that. Let's see. Come on, news. Fuck you. I don't care about you retiring as you get... Super Bowl 52. It's going to be 2025. Come on. Just do it, Nick. His wife needs to write him another fucking letter. Tori, whatever the fuck your name is. I swear to you. Dude, he just retired this year? Get the fuck out of here. Cheers him on. Oh, man. So he respects Carson's ability to do it there. It's not like he's throwing shades, friendly rivalry. I'm like just blown away. Tell me you're not intrigued. You're fucking lying. Boy. Oh yeah, they were asking for Joe Flacco to do a Nick Foles last year, see? Joe Flacco was Nick Foles before Nick Foles. Cleveland Browns should still not trade for quarterback Nick Foles. That's funny. What? Why would he go out of his way to say this? So he almost became a Brown. Oh, interesting. They beat the Eagles in preseason that year. Matt Ryan. Yeah, right. We'll do it just to show you we do our due diligence, but that doesn't sound right to me at all. 39? They're saying we know Foles is well past his prime, but Matty Ice is just raring to go at 39? Maybe for the Eagles. Could have him coming in for old Jalen Hurts and blowing it in the NFC Championship. That works for me. Former MVP. You got the Eagles Vic Falcons connection too, so works for me. Yeah, we are ending it on that because that just put a sour taste in my mouth. I want fucking Foles and Bridgewater. Period. We're done talking about it. You know what we're looking for. Nobody else. Absolutely fucking nobody.